Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we are here with a new series. This is going to be an Ayrton Senna full career mode. That is the aim. I know it's going to go on for a long time, this series, but it is the aim to do a whole series as Ayrton Senna. Basically racing or starting off in his 1984 Tolman, you can see here, using the real tracks from real life. Obviously we start off in Brazil this time and then go throughout his whole career and try and make it an entertaining series for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But anyway, it's going to be tough to get the exact tracks. I know slight differences to the tracks, for example, between this 2013 and the 1980s version of Brazil, but it's pretty much the same. And in some circumstances like Spa, I can find a different example where the track will look older, but here today we're going to use the 2013 version of Brazil, so hopefully you don't mind. Anyway, let's get ready for the first race of the season. So another part of this series that I haven't mentioned to you guys, it is random grids, and we can only have 22 players, otherwise my game goes all weird. But anyway, so 22 cars, we start in a random grid position, the lights are out, and away we go here in Brazil for the first race of this Ayrton Senna career mode. We're starting off in the Tolman, and I think we go through a few years at Lotus, then we go with McLaren, then we obviously go to Williams near the end of the career. So it should be a pretty cool series, and I don't think anyone's done something like this on R Factor before, where they do sort of a whole career mode as one person. So Ayrton Senna, we're starting off here in 1984. We're going to be going to 1994. Obviously, surrounding Ayrton Senna's death, it's going to be tough to really decide what we do there, whether we try and complete that last season in 1994, whether we should end it in that San Marino Grand Prix. I think that's up to you guys what you would rather me do, but yeah. So this first race anyway is Brazil, and that was not a very good move, let's be honest. So yeah, it's going to be tough to really commentate on this because, well, it's not going to be tough, but it's going to be different, let's just say. So I have to get used to the cars and everything, and they react very differently to the modern Formula 1 cars. Obviously when I'm shifting up, there's a bit of a gap, like it goes in neutral for a lot longer than it does in the modern day Formula 1 cars, meaning, well, it's a bit tough to drive them because, you know, when it eventually does grab the gear, it's sort of wheel spinning up a lot more. So it's interesting. It definitely is interesting to drive these cars. Obviously it is very different to driving the modern day Formula 1 cars you guys have seen on my channel over the last like 3 or 4 years, but I think this should be a pretty cool series, not gonna lie guys. I've sort of, you know, put it out there, this is a very tough series to record. Partly because at the moment some of the mods don't even exist. I mean, if you guys are, any of you guys watching this are a modder on R Factor 1, I'd really appreciate it if you get in contact with me, because there are certain eras or certain cars that just don't exist on the game, and obviously it's going to be tough to make a career mode when the cars don't even exist. So if you are willing to help me out in this sort of series and be a part of the mod, and I can obviously help you out as well. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section if you are a modder, you really, you've got a lot of experience and stuff like that, and you'd be willing to make some certain years. I really would appreciate it, and I better get it out there in the first episode, because otherwise, maybe not as many people will be watching like 70 episodes down the line. So yeah, this is first episode of what could be like hundreds of episodes, just say, in this series. So it's going to be interesting, and hopefully you guys will support me along the way of this series. It could go on for like 3 or 4 years, this series, so you guys are here from the start. I mean, it'll go on for 3 or 4 years if you guys enjoy it. If you guys don't enjoy it, maybe it won't. We'll definitely see. It should be interesting. But yes, so heading up to the start finish line here, we're in 3rd place here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. We've had a good first couple of laps, but those first couple of laps are me basically rambling on and getting some stuff out the way before this series sort of properly starts. Obviously if we talk about some of this stuff down the line, not as many people might not watch it. So yeah, 3rd lap of this race here, we've got a nice solid 3rd place here. It's Eddie Cheever in front of us here, and then Nicky Lauda is way out front. He's got a 4 or so second gap on Cheever in 2nd place, and we've got another 5 or so seconds to Cheever down to 3rd place. And at this point in my head I was like, maybe we should just drive a bit more carefully here, because really, well, it's going to be really tough to close that gap up to Cheever. It probably is possible, but I need to take some really big risks, and I've only just sort of started driving this car, and I don't want to be taking massive risks, otherwise could be off in the gravel, or there's not really any gravel here, is it? Off into the wall. That's probably not what you want here, but it's going to be interesting to stack up my career mode results alongside Ayrton Senna's obviously real life results as well. I know it's random grid, so it's slightly different, but we'll be able to see over a season because we have got technical problems turned on in our factor. So there will be people blowing up their engine. You can see top left, just as I mentioned it, top left, that is an indicator to me that my engine and the sort of whole system of the car is getting really hot and we're having a bit of a problem. You can see in a second we'll look back and there's actually smoke coming out the back of our car. So that indicator, a little red thing with the temperature gauge on it, that thing up there in the water, that shows us that our engine is overheating and we've got to watch out. So you can see there's the smoke. So if we don't back off, we're gonna, like, the car's gonna blow up, and that's good because that's what happened in real life in these sort of eras. So we definitely need to be careful, and you can see I'm really struggling now to, I'm looking at that, I'm like, no, we can't have this. This is not good whatsoever. We're in third place, and you know, we are closing in on Cheever a little bit, but not a huge amount. But this could be a really good result for us here. First race of the career, and finishing in third place would be great. But no, we've gone for a quick spin, and there's a full course yellow. What is happening? Full course yellow, was that for me? I don't know. It's a full course yellow for something. It could be me spinning there, but that would be really weird if that was really a full course caution. But there you go, you can see the car there, the Tolman. Pretty cool car. There's different options available as well to it, so yeah, we can obviously change that up as the season goes on. And I quickly should mention, there's only 22 cars in this race. There obviously was more in real life, but unfortunately when I have any more than 22 cars on this mod, everything sort of glitches out a little bit, and you don't really want that. See DeAngelis there overtaking under yellow flags. Surely that should be like disqualification or something, I don't know, because it's very blatant. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward this bit as it's just me driving around under the safety car. So you can see we're getting a warning here for driving too slow, which is a bit annoying because I'm not doing anything like bad. I'm sort of driving flat out really to catch up with them here. You can see now I've caught up to Cheever and that a lot here. So I normally just change the camera views up, just have a look at the car and everything in these sort of situations where I'm not going flat out. I know it sounds a bit weird, but yeah, sort of doing a bit of burnouts and sort of weaving about a bit to try and get the temperature in the tyres. But look at this, we're back to green now, but they're going to the pits. I was like, what? I was like, are we supposed to go to the pits as well? I was like, no, we're not. Look at that. We've just been given a position, and now we're into the leaders race. I'm not sure. Lots of cars have just stopped there. I'm not sure why. You can see we've still got a lot of fuel available to us here. We're looking good for a victory in our first race. Look, it wasn't like a couple of people didn't pit. Well, actually, it's like me and Fabi, the guy just behind me, haven't pitted. And a couple of people have pitted, and they're in the pits for substantially less time. You can see Warwick is up to third place now. Stefan Beloff in there as well. Alot, I'm not sure, but he's in fifth place. So that's interesting, but now we're coming under big pressure from Fabi in second place here. You can see he's side by side with us at this point. He's trying to go past us here, and we've run out a bit wide, I think. We've slightly got a bit sideways there, and Fabi is through into the lead this race. No, that is not a good move, Alex. I'm being way over opportunistic here. I have actually got the damage settings down starting off this career mode, just because I was not really sure how it was going to start off. But I have to give Fabi the position here because I just took him out of the race, basically. So it's going to be now really tough to get past him here. And, oh, that's not great either. Going wide, and wow, we've lost this race, unfortunately. You can see now we've got too much time to catch up unless this car blows up. But I think you could probably coast the line and still be ahead of us, but well, we just threw away an opportunity for a win there. That is a bit disappointing, but we did bring home second place, which is great as well. So yeah, well, we should have definitely took the win, that is for sure, but I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'll take second place to start off this career mode. It's definitely a good start here, and especially the driving in this episode. I've got to say that the driving wasn't good because I'm still getting used to the car, guys, so just please don't hate me too much for it. So yeah, that is it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the first episode of the series. There's no really need for me to put a scoring board up because you guys can see where everyone finished for this first race. But obviously from the next episode onwards we will put up the scoreboard and you can see where everyone points is at and everything. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys. Let's try and hit 500 likes for the first episode on the series. I really would appreciate it. Anyway, till next time, it's Max Mad here. Goodbye.